I'll be 100% honest with all of you right now, right off the gate. I'm not feeling that well. And it's not like a cold or something of that nature. It's been something I've been battling with for the last 5 years, 10 years. And that's the first reason why I wanted to come here today, is because even when you're not at your best, you can impact the world, you can bring positive contributions to other people. And the second reason, which has been a theme throughout the whole presentation so far, is stepping out of your comfort zone. They say on the other side of your comfort zone is where all your dreams, your hopes, your ambitions, everything lies. So I'm hoping to create some magic here with both those things today. It wasn't until 2014 where my real journey actually started. I woke up one day and I felt like I got hit by a truck. Seriously, like, I know sometimes we miss sleep and we think, you know, we're tired, but it was far beyond that. No amount of caffeine, Starbucks could fix that. And at the same time, I started developing a rash. And I was a kid, I had eczema as a kid, and it wasn't like that. It wasn't like anything like that. It was something where if you put some cortisone creams on it, like, it did not do anything. And that's when I started really changing my course and started looking into alternative healing methods and ways of coping with it. I went to a Chinese acupuncturist. I went to, again, 3 dermatologists. I went to naturopaths. I went to Ayurvedic doctors. Basically, if you throw a doctor out, I went to that doctor. And the scariest part, talking about fears, the scariest part of it was everything we tried, everything we did, it just got worse and worse. So to give you an example of the pain and the discomfort, think about the worst mosquito bite you could ever have. Multiply that by 10. That's the amount of itchiness that I had with this rash as it spread from head to toe. I lost all of my hair because of this rash. And it just felt like, seriously, toxins were just coming out of my body, and I couldn't sit with it. I couldn't really understand what was happening to me. So, as you can imagine, I slipped into depression. I isolated myself. I felt bad for my family because they were just, they were suffering there with me. And it wasn't until 2015 that I found a functional doctor. Hands up, does anyone know what functional medicine is? No? Okay, so this is a new level of medicine where they look at you at, like, the types of tests they do is unreal. They look at you at like a cellular level and a metabolic test. It is like the forefront of testing. Because of all the things I did, I was able to piece together some terminology, and I researched it, and at one point that would have been way over my head, but I was able to piece some things together. I read a really great article, and I reached out to this functional doctor who's in Utah. We started connecting over the internet, Skype, and I was able to, in 2016, start getting pieces of my life back together. My hair started coming back. I was able to go back to work. You ever have those people in your life who are just like way too positive, and you're like, whoa, that's just too much positivity? I was one of those people for a while, and rightfully so, because I was feeling like I was getting my life back. And in 2017, it happened again. I started getting some symptoms again. It wasn't as bad as the first time, but at the same time, I was like, well, what's going on? I thought I recovered. I thought, I was on this healing path. I thought, I put that behind me. And that's when I realized life is unpredictable. There's going to be things that challenge you. And it's how you show up, it's how you come to those moments that when you're tested, that builds your character.